Beloved, let me remind you of a truth that will never change. Your destiny is too great to be left to chance. Nothing just happens by accident. Growth is intentional, success is intentional, transformation is intentional. If you fold your hands and live carelessly, life will fold you up and put you where you never intended to be. Hear me, your first and greatest assignment is not to work on people, not to work on systems, not even to work on circumstances. Your first assignment is to work on yourself. Until you become the right person, every blessing given to you will become a burden. Until you are prepared within, every opportunity given to you will slip through your fingers like sand. There is a version of you that God designed, a version full of wisdom, discipline, and stature. But the question is, will you pay the price to become that person? Will you labor to cultivate knowledge, character, and capacity? Many cry for open doors, yet when the doors open, they are not ready to walk through them. The worst thing that can happen to a man is for opportunities to come when he is not prepared. Pay attention to your life, pay attention to your thoughts, for your thoughts shape your actions. Pay attention to your habits, for they determine your character. Pay attention to your associations, for they can either lift you or bury you. Pay attention to your spiritual life, for that is the wellspring of strength. Do not blame the devil for everything. Many times it is not demons holding people down, it is ignorance, laziness, carelessness, and the refusal to take responsibility for their own lives. The enemy you refuse to conquer within will conquer you without. If you do not master anger, pride, lust, or fear, no matter how far you rise, these hidden enemies will drag you down. The world is waiting for the version of you that has been refined in the fire of discipline, equipped with wisdom, and strengthened by vision. Your family is waiting, generations are waiting, even creation groans for the manifestation of sons and daughters who have paid attention to their lives. Hear me, greatness is not a gift, it is a reward. It is not prayed for alone, it is prepared for. You cannot rise above the measure of your investment in yourself. If you desire to be a voice to nations, then prepare as if you are already standing before kings. If you desire to be wealthy, then develop the mindset and habits of wealth. If you desire to lead, then cultivate humility, wisdom, and compassion. Stop waiting for external change while neglecting internal growth. The truth is, the higher you go in life, the more life will demand from you. And if you have not paid attention to your foundations, you will collapse under the weight of your own success. So today, make a commitment. I will not waste my life. I will not live carelessly. I will read, I will pray, I will learn, I will grow, I will discipline my body, I will guard my mind, I will choose my friends wisely, I will pay attention to my life. For when you take care of your life will take care of your destiny. Beloved, the call is urgent. Rise and work on yourself. Your future deserves it. Your first assignment in life is to work on yourself, not others. This is the foundation upon which every lasting achievement is built, because the truth is, no matter how much you desire to see change around you, if you have not first allowed change within you, everything external will only be temporary. Working on yourself means taking responsibility for the state of your mind, your character, your habits, and your vision. It means understanding that life will always demand from you what you have developed in the secret place. You cannot give what you do not have, and you cannot sustain what you have not prepared for. The temptation of many is to fix their eyes on the mistakes and inadequacies of others, pointing fingers at systems, people, and circumstances, while neglecting the flaws and weaknesses that remain unaddressed within them. The truth is, until you work on yourself, you will remain limited, even if the opportunities of a lifetime are presented before you. When you work on yourself, you learn discipline, the ability to say no to distractions and yes to what truly matters. You train your mind to focus, your heart to stay pure, and your hands to remain diligent. You understand that growth is not automatic. It comes by intentional practice, consistency, and humility to admit that you have not yet arrived. Working on yourself means stretching beyond comfort zones, being willing to pay the price to acquire wisdom, knowledge, and skills that will make you valuable. The world does not celebrate intentions, it celebrates results. and results only come to those who have taken the time to prepare themselves in quietness when no one is clapping. It is the hidden work of the individual that eventually becomes the public honor of greatness. Many people desire to lead nations, to command wealth, to influence generations, yet they neglect the small discipline of self-development. They desire platforms they have not built capacity for, and when such platforms come, they collapse under the weight of responsibility. This is why you must first work on your mind, developing a strong mentality that can withstand pressure and adversity. You must learn patience because success is a journey and not an event. You must learn emotional control because one outburst of anger can destroy what took years to build. You must learn financial discipline because no matter how much money comes to you, without the ability to manage it, it will vanish like smoke. You must build spiritual strength because unseen battles are always raging, and only those who are grounded within can stand when storms arise. To work on yourself is to accept that growth is not an option but a necessity. It is to understand that personal transformation is the greatest form of investment. You can lose money, opportunities, or even relationships, but if you have become the right person, you will attract them again and again. What you are becoming is greater than what you are pursuing, because what you become determines what you can keep. The reason some rise quickly and fall even faster is because their becoming was smaller than their breakthrough. Life will always test you to ensure that you can sustain the weight of what you are praying for. If you are asking for influence, then life will demand maturity. If you are asking for wealth, then life will demand integrity. If you are asking for power, then life will demand humility. Every blessing has its conditions, and the only way to meet them is by intentionally working on yourself. There is a version of you that the world is waiting for, but that version is hidden beneath layers of ignorance, fear, laziness, and pride. Working on yourself means peeling off those layers one by one, through study, through mentorship, through reflection, through discipline, until the refined version of you emerges. It is not an overnight process. It is a lifetime commitment. Every day you wake up, life is asking you, will you remain the same or will you improve? Will you add wisdom to your wisdom, strength to your strength, grace to your grace? The danger of remaining stagnant is that time is moving, seasons are moving, opportunities are moving, and if you remain the same, you will be left behind. Life does not wait for the unprepared. It rewards those who rise to the occasion through deliberate growth. To work on yourself is also to recognize your weaknesses without shame and to deal with them before they deal with you. Do not excuse character flaws under the pretense of personality, because what you refuse to conquer within will eventually conquer you outside. If pride is in you, deal with it before the day comes when you stand before kings and your arrogance shuts the door. If dishonesty is in you, deal with it before resources are committed to your trust and you lose them all. If laziness is in you, fight it before your destiny is wasted by procrastination. Many destinies have been buried not because the devil was too strong, but because the individual refused to work on themselves. Every giant that destroys men first begins as a small weakness ignored for too long. That is why you must pay the price now, while you still have the time and the strength. Working on yourself is also about building capacity in silence. It means reading when others are playing, practicing when others are sleeping, training when others are distracted. It means investing in knowledge that may not pay you immediately, but will position you when doors open. It means guarding your heart against bitterness, envy, and jealousy, because these poisons will cripple your ability to grow. It means surrounding yourself with the right influences, people who challenge you to rise higher, not those who encourage mediocrity. It means cultivating discipline in how you speak, how you think, and how you respond to challenges. Working on yourself is not glamorous, it is lonely, it is tough, it is hidden, but it is always rewarded because the truth remains. You cannot carry others if you have not first carried yourself. You cannot lead others if you are lost within. You cannot build nations if you cannot build habits. The man or woman who neglects personal growth has already signed up for frustration, no matter how much they desire success. But the one who commits to daily self-improvement, who works on their character, their mind, their spirit, and their hands, will eventually rise, and when they rise, nothing will bring them down. Opportunities without preparation will always end in frustration. Life is structured in such a way that it rewards the prepared, not merely the hopeful. Many people spend years crying for open doors, praying for connections, desiring success, and waiting for a breakthrough. But when the opportunity eventually shows up, it becomes a source of pain instead of joy because the vessel was not ready to handle it. It is not every closed door that is the work of darkness. Sometimes it is the mercy of God refusing to expose you prematurely to what will crush you. If a man is given what he is not prepared for, the blessing will become a curse, and the opportunity meant to lift him will eventually break him. Preparation is what separates those who succeed when doors open from those who collapse under the weight of what they long desired. Preparation is hidden work, unseen effort, and quiet building. The world celebrates results, but results are only a reflection of the preparation that was done in silence. The man who appears on a stage and speaks with wisdom has spent years in study, reflection, and practice when no one was watching. The woman who stands in the boardroom and leads with excellence has spent countless hours refining her skills when no one was clapping. The athlete who wins a medal has endured training sessions in the dark, sweat and pain that the crowd never saw. Opportunities are like examinations, and preparation is your study time. When the day of the exam comes, you do not rise to the level of your desire, you fall to the level of your preparation. That is why two people can encounter the same open door, but one will maximize it and rise, while the other will waste it and regret. When you are not prepared, opportunities will expose your emptiness. They will reveal the gaps in your knowledge, the cracks in your character, and the weakness in your discipline. A person can pray to be wealthy, and suddenly resources come, but without the preparation of financial wisdom and discipline, poverty will return multiplied. A person can cry for influence, and suddenly they stand before kings, but without the preparation of knowledge and humility, a single careless word can shut that door forever. A person can long for marriage or leadership, but without preparation of maturity and responsibility, what was meant to be a blessing will become a source of tears. Life is not wicked when it withholds opportunities. Life is only just, because preparation is the qualification that allows you to enjoy and sustain what you are given. Frustration comes when your desire exceeds your preparation. Many are angry at life, angry at God, angry at people because they think the problem is delay, but the real problem is unreadiness. A farmer cannot complain that the soil is unfair if he planted nothing. It is not the soil that is wicked, it is the farmer who is unprepared. In the same way, life cannot reward a man who has not taken time to sharpen himself. When opportunity comes, it comes suddenly, without warning, without announcement. If you are not prepared, it will pass you by and look for another who is ready. That is why preparation is superior to prayer alone, because prayer without preparation will make you frustrated, but preparation with prayer will make you unstoppable. Preparation requires patience, and patience is a virtue many lack. People want to rise quickly, to shine before their time, to be celebrated without being processed. But what you do not know is that premature exposure can destroy destiny. A tree that grows too fast without deep roots will be the first to fall when the storm comes. Preparation is the rooting system of destiny. It is not glamorous, it is not visible, it is not applauded, but it is what keeps you standing when opportunities and challenges arrive. Every great man or woman you admire today had a season of hidden preparation. That season may look like obscurity, it may look like delay, it may look like rejection, but in truth, it is the time when you are being equipped for what is ahead. Those who despise preparation will always regret when their unpreparedness is exposed. Frustration also comes when you arrive at a season too early. Imagine being given a platform of millions when you have not mastered discipline with 10. Imagine handling responsibilities for a nation when you cannot handle responsibility for yourself. Imagine receiving wealth when you have not trained yourself to manage small resources. Such blessings will only create pain. That is why wise people do not just pray for opportunities. They spend their lives building themselves, sharpening their gifts, cultivating their character, expanding their minds, and deepening their strength. So when opportunities come, they meet a vessel that is ready, and instead of frustration, the opportunity becomes a highway to destiny. Opportunities are doors, but preparation is the key. A door without a key will still keep you outside no matter how much you knock. Many stand outside the doors of destiny crying, but the issue is not that the door is too strong. It is that the key of preparation is missing. If you prepare yourself long enough, every door will eventually open. If you master your gift, develop your mind, discipline your emotions, and purify your character, opportunities will naturally find you. Life is structured to reward competence, not just desire. That is why even people who do not pray can still rise if they prepare, because preparation itself is a law. How much more when preparation is combined with divine backing? Such a person becomes a wonder that cannot be resisted. The frustration of many is that they are asking for the harvest of a seed they never planted. They want the rewards of discipline without paying the price of discipline, the honor of greatness without the labor of preparation, the privileges of leadership without the sacrifice of growth. Life does not work that way. To be prepared means to endure training, to stay under authority, to be corrected, to be stretched, to be pruned, and to remain consistent when it feels like nothing is happening. It means to study diligently, to practice tirelessly, to refine continuously, until you become a person who cannot be ignored. The day opportunity comes, your preparation will announce you louder than your desire ever could. Preparation transforms frustration into fulfillment. The same opportunity that crushes the unprepared will elevate the one who has invested time in growth. The same door that embarrasses one person will establish another, simply because one took the hidden seasons seriously while the other wasted them. This is why you must never despise small beginnings, never neglect practice.